What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Big Bike BMX. My name is Isaac, and today we're going to talk about carbon handlebars. I'm going to put some on my SuperCross 26-inch, and we're going to talk about what you need, how to do it right so you don't ruin your bars, and answer a couple questions. I posted up these bars recently on my bike, and people were just asking, like, hey, tell me more about it. The 31/8 clamp area, why that's important. So we're going to go over that today. So we'll look at the bars, talk about carbon paste, and how to install them with a torque wrench. All right, so here you go. Here are the carbon fiber 8-inch bars from SuperCross BMX. What we're talking about is this clamping area right here. A lot of people ask, like, is it smooth? Is it ridge? Is it knurled? There is, you can see some knurling on here. Now, what we're talking about when we talk about 31/8, it's this area here is thicker than, I'm gonna bring over some regular old school BMX handlebars. These are my Broke Boys bars. These are made out of chromoly, but the surface area is a smaller 28. This one's bigger, 31/8. So you can kind of see that this is smaller, this is bigger. Why is this better? Look, Matt Hoffman did 80-foot airs on regular chromoly handlebars with this clamping area. If you're riding these, you are fine. This is not a big deal. This isn't bad tech. This is just what we've always run. It's tried and true. New tech means this being thicker gives you more less flex and more stability here. More area means less flex this way that you would get on these bars. So it's just stiffer, less loss of energy from left and right flex because this is thicker. So that's what it is. Now, carbon fiber is very different than chromoly. Chromoly, you can just clamp your handlebars down to hold. These ones, you got to make sure you don't cramp because this is carbon fiber. It's just it's a paste over some carbon fiber material weave, so that's why you got to be careful with these. All right, so we are going to put these over here. You can see this is bigger. The clamp, the stem itself here is the 31/8 area. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover the knurl part down there, and then we're going to cover the surface area in here with the carbon paste, and that is what is going to help keep these secure with a 6 Newton-meter torque on the handlebars to hold them down. Why is carbon fiber paste important? Let me tell you what it does. Let me set those down. I just grabbed this at the local mountain bike shop because I didn't have some. But this is you'll see it's a paste that we're going to coat on the inside here. We're also going to coat on the inside here. So I'm going to flip that up so it gets it ready. This has microfiber or microscopic small pieces of glass inside of this paste that will go here, which causes friction. When you pull back, the glass will bite, makes it stick better, and it'll make it so that your handlebars stay when you're putting high torque on them without having to be clamped down hard. Now, I was kind of skeptical, but if you've seen these BMX racers that are using this technology in BMX racing, take off from a gate, and the incredible torque that they put on their handlebars and the flex, this stuff actually works. So if BMXers can use it to get off the gate, we can do it for wheelies and riding around town. So, all right, let's go. We're gonna start by getting some paste, and I'm gonna basically just coat a thin layer. You don't want a thick layer, just a thin layer here, and a thin layer inside the top of the speedline cap. So let's go. All right, so I've got the paste there, and I'm just going to coat the inside here. It says use a frugal amount because a lot goes a long way, and I believe that. So there is one. Got my handy dandy old t-shirt rag. Wipe my finger, and I'm going to grab some more and put it on the inside of the top cap. So I'll put some on here, rub it around, but I'm recording with one hand, so I'll be right back. All right, so I got some here. I'm going to rub a thin layer to coat the inside of the top cap with that. You can see it's very thin. I'm going to clean off my finger here. Next up, we're going to coat this, put it on, secure everything up. All right, here we are back. I've got the gel there on my handlebars. I don't know how much to use, so that's how much I grabbed, and we'll see if it goes all the way around the handlebars. All right, we are back. So just the same amount that I would put like on a toothbrush was able to barely get around all of the knurled surface, but because I have some on here and on the top cap, I'm pretty confident that I have enough at this point. So I'm gonna place my bars where I want them on the stem. There, just so it sits there. And I'm not gonna let go of these and drop them, but I'll be right back when I grab the top of the stem. All right, here we go. We are back. I've got the 2 cross patterns finger tight in there. I just did that off camera. You can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna drop the bolt thing, get them finger tight. And I'm gonna do it with this one. And then we're gonna get in and make sure that everything's even. I've got even clamping on the back and the front of the stem. There we go. So at this point, I'm gonna grab my torque wrench and I'm going to literally just tighten until it gives me any resistance and stop, so that I can make sure I've got the right clamping, stopping there, stopping there. Okay. Next up, I'm gonna look at the clamp and make sure. So right now, the front of the clamp, you can see, if I can focus this camera on it, I've got way too much in the front and not enough in the back. Or I've got the clamp too much in the back. So I'm going to back these out a quarter turn. And I'm going to tighten the front ones a quarter turn. Bring the front of the stem down, the clamping area. I'm going to re-look at it here. I still need to come down in the front. So I'm going to bring out the back. And I'm looking at this distance here. I'm looking at the distance here and here versus the front. So I just need to pull the front down just a little bit. And although this seems tedious, this is what's going to help you make sure that you have even clamping. All right, I'm satisfied with that. My bars are way too far back. There we go, focus. I'm going to bring my bars forward to about there. I usually run them with head tube, but we'll see, because this is a 26. I'm used to riding a 29. I'm going to pull it down and then get it to where I really want it, sitting on the bike, pulling them forward and backwards, tighten them down. Now, next thing we'll talk about, there we go. So this wrench is a torque wrench, and right now it is set to 6. Flip it around. So I've got 4, 5, 4, 5, and 6, and that's the level of Newton meter on the torque on the bit. So it will go until it hits 6, and then it will disengage and it'll pop. That's how you know you have the right amount of torque. This takes the guesswork out of like feeling, yeah, that's about right. This does it all for you. 6 is the maximum you want to do according to SuperCross and their website. So that's what this is. It's a torque hex wrench. So I'm gonna use this to torque the bolts down, and when it disengages, you know you're at the right tension. So I'm just kind of feeling where I want them. I think about right there is perfect for me. So I'm going to tighten the front. Now I do a diagonal pattern, so I'm gonna go quarter turn on the bottom, this one here, down here. Now I'm gonna go the opposing bolt up here and turn that a quarter turn. I'm going down here, getting this one a quarter, come back up, and quarter turn. And I'm just gonna go and repeat that process. These are they're not going to move now. So now I can switch to the front of the bike where it's a little bit easier for me to get in there, and I'm going to start torquing it down. All right, I removed the pad so I can actually get in there hit the top corner here. So I'm just going to turn a little bit there, turn a little bit here, going back and forth. So I'm just looking to make sure that I'm keeping the same gap here and in the back. And the back needs to go down a little bit, so we're going to focus on the back. And this is the process, just going back and forth to make sure everything's tight. In a second, it'll get to where the tension is hard enough to where the torque kicks in. All right, so we've talked about what it looks or it sounds like when that tension kicks in. I'm gonna turn, you can hear it click. It's pop. That one is at the right tension. Do it down here on this top one. Tension. This one, tension. There we go. 6 Newton meters on the torque there. I'm gonna connect the brake cable back up in here, and we're gonna go for a ride. All right, there we go. We're all done. Last piece of the puzzle is just gonna be cleaning up any of that excess carbon paste that I got around the outside with this old rag, like that. There we go. Good to go. Go have some fun.